Alright, welcome back to Make It Mental, everybody. What you're looking at here is a 1967 Chevrolet Nova, 1/24 scale, obviously a clear Lexan body. What I plan on making here, I'm not really big into drag racing at all, but I'm kind of inspired by watching some of the 1/10 scales being built, and since slot car racing also has 1/24 scale slot car parts, they kind of do some drag racing. It can be quite expensive. I've seen cars of this size go for almost $1,000 pre-built with a wheelie bar in the back, and I think it's quite ridiculous. And so I got some tires on order. If you decide to get into this and you're looking at different tires and whatnot else, a set of 4 tires can easily run you $80, which is terribly expensive. So with some searching, they're not quite the stylish wheels and tires that I wanted. I paid around $10 for the rear and $10 for the front. They're not here yet. And I got a spur gear, and I got a couple of different motors. I'll obviously have to order some electronics and build a custom chassis for it. So basically building a ground up model of a slot car that's going to be RC, but for a quarter 1/24 scale. And I'll probably somewhere in my backyard lay out a quarter-mile drag strip to scale for this vehicle. But I was looking for a wheelbase comparisons, that way I can try and mimic a chassis, at least get a good starting point. And this particular vehicle happens to line up almost perfectly with the Cheating Challenger. So I'm going to copy the measurements off the Cheating Challenger. The wheelbase lines up, well, it's going to be hard to tell, but the wheelbase almost lines up. So that's going to be a good starting point, a good reference point. I'm not going to use this chassis. I'm just going to use it for the measurements from axle to axle, where the pivot points are for the steering. I'll make my own steering knuckles. And this can get quite expensive quite fast on these little cars. I don't know why that is. It's almost better to stick with 1/10 scale than it is to go small. Although small is much more convenient. You can drive it just about anywhere at any time. You would think going smaller would be cheaper, but that is definitely not the case. Alright. No, if you want to know where I got this body, there you go, right there at the bottom. And if you want to search out slot car parts, they're all over the place. Just type in Google search 1/24 scale drag racing slot car or something to that nature. You'll come up with a few different hobby stores. I don't know where it is going to be, like in the United Kingdom or Australia, but in the United States there's quite a few of them, and evidently it's quite popular. I had no idea it was this popular, but there are definitely a large parts assortment, different bodies, Corvettes, Mustangs, you name it. There's all kinds of stuff out there. So my plan for this one, though it doesn't look like it, I was thinking in my head I'd put the engine in the back, center line, and then hit the spur gear. That would leave me a room in the front here, or in this middle area, for a battery receiver and whatnot else, and the servo obviously in this area here. But this Nova is pretty small, so we'll see how it works out. And I'll have to get a really small motor. I haven't decided if I want to go brushed or brushless yet, so I don't know. I might build 2 of them. I might build one brushed and one brushless just to see. I don't know. Alright, y'all have a good day.